that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped on Michael Watts.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Atwell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They'll run on first down with Akers. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. So for Trevor Lawrence, listen, the hype, the buzz, whatever you want to call it, it just surrounds this guy. One of the most highly regarded draft picks of the last decade or two. What do you think defenses are going to throw at him here in his rookie season?
Well, I think all the edge rushers can't wait to get a shot at him, especially his rookie year, because they want to see if he can handle the pressure when they come at him. But I think defensive coordinators, they know that he's well-schooled and he's very intelligent. They want that pressure on him. They'll throw those normal blitzes. They also want to throw combo coverages in the secondary to see if he can read them.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. On play action, Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
Now Lawrence on first down. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! Cam Akers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A quick throw complete to Chark. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game.
He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
Stafford on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And Chark calls it in. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. 2 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 Stafford. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now Lawrence to the right side and complete to Atwell. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he will find Atwell. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Look at me, Zipper! 31. 5, 6.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And McManus able to put it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10, 49-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
flush to his right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
On first down, Akers. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
31's the mic. 3 buzz. He's checking. Crash.
61, matchbox, lights.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Tutu Atwell. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 more there and another first down.
And if Noah Fant keeps making catches like that, it might not be too long till we say he's one of the top 5 tight ends in football. When he was drafted, that was the expectation.
Now Gordon on first down. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. Could have been a...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton there to make the grab. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Hey, Alpha.
31.
Here's Lawrence. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. On first down, it's Stafford. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Stafford. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Looking for the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. On the move to his left. Going for it all.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, Charlie!
31's the mic. Hey, pick your game up. 31's the mic. Hey, let's
Hey!
31's the mic.
Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's out to the flat for Akers.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Hey, box, 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 box.
That's good. Jacksonville, 1st and 10.
On play action, Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
After the sack on first down,
Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
a nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Lawrence will throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
They'll run here with Akers.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you win 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
They'll look to run with Akers.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Cam Akers
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw taken in by Sutton.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And unfortunately, in 2020, in the season opener, Cortland Sutton tore his ACL. But remember, over 1,100 yards in 2019, his future is still awfully bright.
Stafford's throw into the hands of Fant.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. It's a first down and more for Gordon. Pushes past him, and finally out of of bounds all the way down at about the 2.
70 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Not sure exactly what he saw that made him decide to hand it off, but a great decision and a fantastic run.
From our vantage point, what he saw was a defense that got out of its lanes, got out of its gaps, and they were pretty much running to the quarterback, viewing him as the bigger threat. And look at that wide open space, and he rumbled for big-time yardage.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Being chased out left. And he fires one, but incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. Forced out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking underneath, he's got Akers.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Now Lawrence. That's caught. It's 2-2 Atwell. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Play action. It's Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Stafford popping this forward. It's a jet sweep.
He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Stafford. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield.
Big stop, let's go. 40's mine, 40's mine. Let's go, D, tighten up.
Hey, orbit.
D, tighten up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Chase, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Go, go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault. Touchdown! Laviska Chenault. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. And the only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving.
Well, going into the final play of this game.